last time on ECW Place. Isabel from Animal Crossing smokes a bunch of weed, while ECW uses Animal Crossing counterpart flies a soy copper. In the second episode, you may go eat some lasagna.
Me? I swear to God, if you don't come down there, I'll do something.
No, I won't stop screaming you.
Things I do in this household.
First you and me.
When it comes to blowing up people, nobody else does it right better than Worms Armageddon.
Also, if you're concerned about the Worms voice, I'm not doing it for the rest of the review. Worms. What is Worms? To be put specifically, Worms is a battle strategy game, only played by the smart-minded. However, it is pretty simple to pick up, and pretty easy to play. Basically, for example, the classic default setting is 4 against 4 with limited weapons. But no matter the setting, I think, you always get infinite bazooka ammo, unless if it's like a ninja rope, death race run bullcrap, I don't know. Point being, this game was made by Team 17. Sure, they're known for making Ukulele and other crap, but they're also known for making Hell Let Loose, which is a pretty good game, from what I've heard. In this review, I'll be talking about the definitive version, the one for the Dreamcast. Alright, this is how we start the game. We choose 2 teams. I chose ECW Plays and Towel for the game scheme, and we choose out a custom scheme that the developers already made for us, since there's no scheme creator. The best part of this game is that there's randomly generated maps. Now when somebody says randomly generated thanks to No Man's Sky, people think, oh man, this is going to be horrible. It's going to be crappy, it's going to be awful. Sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't. It's like that one meme. Sometimes it's very good, sometimes it's very crap. There's also custom terrain, which you can earn by doing missions. I haven't been able to do a mission since, it's kind of hard playing on mobile. Coming back to the randomly generated terrain options, there's textures, bridges, and objects. Textures chooses what material the land is made out of, bridges do bridges, and objects do objects. Alright, now we're ready to play the game. When you play the game, it may look something like this.
Sir, yes, sir.
Alright, now that you started the game, you're like, what the hell's all this information on my screen? Timer in the bottom left is your timer. The bottom center is your scoreboard. Bottom right is your wind direction. It affects all projectiles except grenades. And then you're like, oh cool, well yeah, whatever. What the hell is this? This is your arsenal. Basically, you have a ton of weapons to choose from. Bazooka is the one I want to get started with. The bazooka in most game schemes is your workhorse. This is probably the thing you'll use the most. Next is the handgun. You only have 6 shots with this weapon, so I'd use it for trick shots and, prod kills. The stick of dynamite is the douchebag's preferred weapon of choice in this game. Basically, you drop it off at an enemy, run the hell away, and they freaking die. Next is the baseball bat. Basically, what you want to do is head to the nearest person who's, nearing the edge of the water, home run them, and freaking knock them into the sea. Oh, I forgot to mention, water is super deadly to the worms in this game. Last weapon I want to talk about is the grenade. It's just a grenade. Nothing simple, nothing complex, it's just a grenade. But ECW, I hear you saying, said nobody. I'm wondering what the hell the story is behind these worms fighting a war. Why are they at war? Why must they fight? Well, to answer that, we have to cover the music. Just imagine you're looking at the desert night sky, and you see all the stars in the sky, and you wonder, man, what am I really fighting for if we could live out there? Just imagine that as you listen to this. Or how about this? You're in the middle of a war zone. The enemy could be plotting against you. You don't know what you're anticipating. Try to think of that as you listen to this next track. Bjorn Line, or Bjorn Line, I don't know how you pronounce his name, did a wonderful job orchestrating the soundtrack. Those two song examples were respectively Desert and Battle Zone, and they sound like you'd think they would sound. Now, the main theme, which is called a Worm Song, is what contains the story. That's what I was talking about. This is canonically the third Worms game in the series. So, the line at the beginning of the song, of the Worms song, is "Many moons have passed since the worms went to war." Basically, that means there's been a long time since they went to war. Onwards and upwards, bigger weapons than before refers to how they created weapons of mass destruction, and the instruction they inflicted kept getting worse and worse. Next are some filler lines. Boggy B took cover as he shivered on patrol. Boggy B is the main character in all of Worms. It is said in a theory that he dies in this one, but that's impossible since he comes back in Worm Song 2003. Yeah, there's so many Worm songs. Anyways, the arms race grew crazy, simply way out of control, is, again, we're referring to how the worms one-upped each other. Then his friend threw it the latest device. Boggy Bean got it against all advice. Apparently, people have theorized about this too, being a holy hand grenade, or maybe the Indian explosion or some crap. My personal theory is the holy hand grenade, or something we don't know about. Just then, as he grabbed it, you can hear a "what the" being said by a worm, which is Boggy's voice, as an explosion occurs. His tail was split and energy lost. Just how many would this dreaded war cost? You basically know the saying behind this. Basically, it's saying war bad. Yeah. I don't want to sound like Sundowner, but that's an obvious message. War bad. But it does serve the song in a good way. The song then mentions a disease coming down, and about if the bug didn't get you, you would probably drown. This is referencing the radiation poisoning that you get from the Indian bomb, and the drowning, which is what worms do if they touch water. Like even a teeny bit of water. They're like gremlins. But the worms battled on through hunger and pain, just to fight and gain victor again. Basically, what they're saying is they're going to fight through anything that it takes just to get over the war and all that. Basically, a message of encouragement. The singer now mentions that it's the curtain call, the final onslaught. No better bullet could have been bought. But spare a thought for Boggy B, which was hard for me to do, and with it his friend, and do as the song says. So fight with their honor, and fight until the end. If you're going to do a main theme with lyrics, it better outclass Worms Armageddon. Because Worms Armageddon fills you with so much power. It fills you with so much anticipation just to fight for your life as if this was the final Worms game. And to many it is. In fact, the newer Worms games are kind of despised by older fans since they simplify it way too much. However, I liked Worms Armageddon because, you know, I like anything that's like retro and all that. Also, I am not mentioning Worms Rumble. That has deviated so far from the regular Worms strategy games. It has basically become 2D Fortnite, but with no building. Yeah, I have to mention Fortnite in this video. I thought I'd never mention Fortnite in a Worms video. Even though I like the game, I just thought I'd never compare Worms to Fortnite. This video has taken me a month because I have been burnt out. So I'm hoping the next video I make won't take as long, and that's going to be Sonic Adventure 2. If any of you enjoyed the review, remember to subscribe and like the video. I am trying to get a bigger audience now that I'm not chained down by a certain someone. I'm not mentioning his name. And I'll see you all... What the fudge? I think somebody's knocking at the door. Hold on. Yeah, can I help you? Oh, god damn it.
Well, the Sausage Jack. I was supposed to get him a present.
Look, I don't know who the hell is Saucy Jack. And second of all, you're not giving him anything. It's not Christmas.
Fuck all these assholes denied the right to Christmas for all Americans.
Oh, I think you're confused. It's Christmas in July. It's a promotional event that's going on in some stores.
It's not Christmas!
Oh, yeah. But if you want to give me something for my birthday...
My mistake! He'll be on my way.
Wow, that was actually pretty rude. I mean, first of all, he didn't even give me a birthday present or a Christmas present. My birthday's coming up and you talk about Christmas in July during my...
Up yours, woke moralist!